go. Hey, folks, we are back with this week's edition of JusTV.
Episode 7.
Is it 7, the last one?
Well,
yeah, we just did 6. I know we had some technical difficulties.
Yeah,
this should be 6.
6. Episode 6.
Episode 6. The number of the beast.
So apparently, our producer, Mike, he has set the video to slow motion. So
I thought it would be cool. I wanted a slow-mo episode.
I've been sitting here for an hour, pouring my heart out, talking about all these.
That was the best episode we ever did, folks.
Yeah, and it's gone forever because unless you guys are willing to watch it in slow motion.
Slow-mo. Would you watch anything in slow-mo? No.
Porno?
Well, in slow-mo, yeah, I've done that.
What
about movies in black and white? Do you like those?
Yeah, man. Yeah, like one of my favorite movies is Coffee and Cigarettes. It's in black and white.
Oh yeah, is that a movie though?
It's a movie. Yeah, it's like an artsy movie.
Yeah, that's
Iggy Pop is in there. Like there's
Stephen Wright. This
Yeah.
famous comedian from Italy.
Jack Black is in there. Like,
is he?
Not Jack, but Jack White. Jack White.
Oh well, speaking of Jack Black, I've been getting into the Foo Fighters lately. And
What?
well, Jack Black is in their music video, "Learn to Fly."
Oh yeah, and
it's Tenacious D.
and they actually they did a.
I've been getting into Chinese food lately. I just went to Italy.
That's why. Chang, where we got
Chang.
we got Sour Monkey, we got Chang.
That's why we got Chang. Because what were we talking about before?
Oh yeah, so before I came here, I went to Lee's Liquor, rip to Mr. Lee. That's why.
Yeah.
So I went to Lee's Liquor and I'm picking out some beers and
Wait, is that what you say? Rip? You don't say R.I.P.
That's
it is the same thing. But
what did I say? Like,
you said rip. It's like R.I.P. Mr. Lee.
Yeah. So anyway, I pick up a case of Sour Monkey, the classic, and I'm like, I want to be, exotic for this episode, and I pick Chang. I go up to the register,
Chang,
and this guy's the cashier is like, nice shirt, man. I'm like,
it is a nice shirt. It looks brand new.
I'm like, thanks. He's like, I like Megadeth too. I'm like, oh, cool. Can you ring up my beer, please, so I can go? He's like, you like Megadeth too, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, do you know that Megadeth actually has a beer? I'm like,
really?
What? I'm like, what? There's a Megadeth beer? He's like, do you want it? I'm like, yeah.
Do you want it?
I'm like, I'll take you there. I'm like, please. So I follow this guy to the back of the store. We're looking for this Megadeth beer. He's walking through the entire fucking cooler, like, and I see he's getting a little stressed out. And he's like, it looks like.
How stressed was he?
He's like, it looks like we're all out. I'm like, shit. But he's like, I have some in the back. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I'll wait here. So he goes in the back. I'm waiting for fucking 10 minutes. This guy's fucking.
Hey, you were there for a while.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for 10 minutes. I'm really excited, like, for this fucking beer. I love Megadeth. I'm like, I want to try this beer. So I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? He comes out. I see him walking. He's got nothing in his hands. I'm like, he comes. He's like, yeah, it looks like we're all sold out.
Typical.
I'm like, you motherfucker. So I'm already here for fucking 30 minutes. And now he's like, no. So it's still not over. So he's like, but we're out. But I know some other one of our other Lee stores has it. I'm like, let's go now. Journey back to the other side of the store to his.
It sounds like a journey.
Yeah, to his computer. So he's looking up and looking up all the stores. He's like, yeah, every store is sold out. We don't have the Megadeth beer.
For Megadeth beer?
Yeah. Wow. So now at this point I'm at the store. for 45 minutes, like, and I've been walking around with this guy. Like, I told him my whole life story. This guy's now my best friend. He knows everything about
Do you like
me.
Megadeth?
Like, we went on this fucking journey together, and he's like, "So should I ring up the Chang and Sour Monkey for you?" I'm like,
That was like a lackluster thing. Like he hyped you up, and you just
Yeah.
ended up leaving with what you got.
yeah, like fucking left with blue balls.
Well, Mr. Chang. Rip.
Yeah, but so now we're here with Sour Monkey and
That
Chang.
sounded like Lord of the Rings, like a big journey
It
that
was.
led to nothing. At least those
nothing.
movies had a finale.
Hey, but at least I made a friend. He also likes Megadeth.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. And that gives
I mean,
me...
he was a nice guy. He was a nice guy.
He's a nice guy, folks. That gives me two ideas. One is, just one idea. We should have a Just Cause beer. We need our own line
We
of alcohol.
should have Just Cause beer. That's a great idea.
Like a just beer.
Just beer.
Just beer. Actually, that really does sound good.
That sounds delicious. I can
just
see it.
beer.
Like, would it be like an IPA?
I
or
was
would-
gonna say definitely not, because I was thinking that. Like,
Yeah, you're not big
nah.
on IPAs.
I used to be big on IPAs. Something
think
about
just like
Portland.
a-
I don't want to go to Portland anymore.
Yeah, like what is like?
Shout out Portland. I just feel like all the hipster.
Yeah.
No, I had a phase.
You cannot be a hipster. Like, fuck hipsters. No, fuck some people. Like, it's gotta be like a fucking like nice. It's gotta be like
like a lager.
like
Or
a lager, like something
or
like an intelligent person drinks.
Would you do a sour? Just sour.
just sour?
We need our own line, like just vodka, just tequila,
Yeah.
just Jaeger,
No.
just cause. Hey, folks, we're back. This week's edition, just cause. So yeah, I expect you to come back with some stuff. Like you said, you asked me if I have ice, and you just brought beer back. I was thinking that.
Oh yeah, no,
again.
yeah. I was gonna get the beer and also like in the last episode we were drinking margaritas. I'm like, that kind of sounds good. I had fun in the last episode. I want to drink margaritas.
Maybe it was the cups. We had those special cups.
Those cups were great.
What cups would you have for beer? Just like a mug, I guess, like a frozen mug.
No, I want our
the
beer to be
bottle.
drank out of wine glasses. Like
Sophisticated.
sophisticated. Like just
Yeah.
people come like be like, and he brings out the Just Cause beer and puts down. He's like, what the fuck is this? Can you please pour it into a wine glass?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not
Pinkies out.
drinking out this fucking bottle. Like, what do you think? I'm a hipster? Like,
I'd rather drink out of my hands. Like, bottles, even though we are doing the bottles. But yeah, so you're saying you want a more, just a more aristocratic, high society
yeah, it's
market.
I
We
wa-
only sell to the rich.
I want a beer that goes well with cocaine.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say a steak or fajita, but okay.
Yeah, like after a nice, like big fat rail of cocaine, you're like, cool, I'll have a sip of Just Cause to wash it all down.
I like how you said that. It paints a picture to
does.
wash it down, wash away the pain.
Yeah.
What's your favorite era of music?
I like my favorite is the 80s, but I also love the 70s.
Okay.
It's a tie. Like 80s is just all the great.
I know it's not a trick question, but I know you love everything, but I guess I was asking what you like a little more because I know you love 90s and 2000s.
I also love 90s. Like
Yeah.
but
It's hard to tell.
I mean, I guess if I had to pick one, I would go with 70s. Maybe maybe 70s.
I think so as well.
Like, do you like the 70s show?
I watched it. I watched it during dinner with family time. We'd watch that 70s show, and then we switched to Family Feud. I kind of like Family Feud as well.
I get it.
The thing about that 70s show, it was like I don't know. I'm just hating on. This is such a weird thing to hate on TV shows, but I hate sets. Like when they have a set, I like when they film stuff out in the real world, and that's such a weird thing.
So you
to
hate
say that.
sitcoms?
There's some sitcoms that's yes, yes I do. Not many of them are filmed in.
I love sitcoms.
But since you watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, that took it to a whole different thing. They're actually filming it.
I love
places,
Kirby. Yeah,
you know?
all the fucking Jews. Jews are fucking funny. Like I gotta say,
They are.
if you're a
Speaking of
Jew-
Jews,
yeah.
I watched a great documentary today, and I mean, this guy. I don't mean to butcher his introduction, but this guy has been such a beneficial factor to not just the music industry, also the movie industry. But he's in charge because of this guy and his doings. He made music really what it is. He found so much great talent and took them into a bigger era or bigger space. I don't even know what exactly I'm trying to say, but he's just. I'm talking about David Geffen.
I have no idea what that is.
You don't know David Geffen?
No.
Geffen Records.
Okay. Geffen Records.
Let me tell you
yeah.
two essential albums that changed our lives: Appetite for Destruction, and what was the last? Never mind. Those two albums,
Two great records.
amazing records. You actually hear Kurt Cobain talk about Geffen during the Nirvana Unplugged.
Yeah.
I forget which song, but before the song, he says that he was trying to buy Lead Belly's guitar, which Geffen either owned the estate or somehow had his guitar. And he was like, "No way, Kurt. I'm selling it for $600,000, nothing less." And
fuck,
I don't think he
holy shit,
accepted that thing.
Yeah.
Which guitarist is worth that number? Like, I feel like none.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nobody,
$600 fucking $1,000.
Not even Slash's.
But
Who's-
hold on. Maybe
who's guitarist?
maybe me.
Maybe you. Maybe Kurt Cobain's, really.
Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, like if
that's
your guitar doesn't
ironic.
work that much, you gotta be fucking dead.
I feel
you
like
can't
I-
be still alive.
Yeah, you better be dead if you're selling for that
You
much.
better be
I
dead.
feel like I butchered David Geffen's intro, but
Yeah.
I really watched that documentary and I feel like a better person. That guy was just a class act guy, very motivating businessman.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's dead now. No, he's not.
Rip.
Rip. You shouldn't call people alive dead.
Oh, he's still alive?
He is alive. He's alive. He's thriving. He's been the best he's ever been doing. You're about to die. You know, last year he was headline news. David Geffen avoiding the pandemic. He's in his $600 million yacht, sailing across the world, not in touch with society. Good for him.
What else we got?
I got a bunch, man. I've been sitting all week just sitting and thinking about this episode. Which, by the way, we had to redo because of, well, which we discussed at the beginning. We had technical difficulties.
What's your favorite behind the music?
I really enjoy the Guns N' Roses.
Yeah?
Yeah. So what year did that album come out? 87?
87 or 9.
Yeah.
87 probably, yeah.
So I watched going back to David Geffen, like he signed that album. And so he talked about Appetite for Destruction. Everyone denied it. No one wanted to give it a chance. And he saw that the best point of that album, the best shot for it to be big was put it on MTV.
Yeah.
And MTV denied that album. They denied Welcome to the Jungle.
Holy shit.
So Geffen called them and he said, "Why don't you put it on at 4 a.m.? You don't even have to announce it. You don't have to promote it, nothing, and just see what happens, see the reaction." I don't know who's up at 4 a.m. at that time, but apparently
Me?
it blew up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It blew up and it was a great reaction. And there's still some of the biggest bands ever. Band ever. I didn't know there were multiple bands.
Oh, man. So, how do you feel about foot fetish?
Not my thing.
Yeah, see, I felt the same way. Like, you know, I'm like, I just don't get it. And I was, you know, having
What don't you get? It's a foot and it's a fetish.
I was having a discussion with my girlfriend, and I'm just like, you know, I just don't understand what's happening here. Like, who are these people that are into this? And like, you know, like out of the whole body, like, you know, your fucking preference is like a foot.
I'll tell you what happened. When they were young, preferably a child, something happened with the foot.
But then she actually told me she was a foot fetish model, or she was in that line of sex work. If that is that sex work? I guess it is.
If it's sexual.
But anyway, so she explained to me. So she gave me a demonstration. What she did, and it was actually really fucking hot.
Oh, you got the experience.
I did, and I want to show you like. I want to give you a glimpse, like what she did.
Now?
And yeah. I mean, why? What better place than here? What better time than now?
Yeah. Do I gotta sanitize?
Okay, so let me get my foot out of here.
You're gonna put it on the desk. Whoa.
No, so it goes like this, so she's like, she puts, and there's like certain movements, and she's like,
should we move the beers or should we hide it?
So she's like,
hide the beers. His feet are very clean.
yeah. So she's like, ooh, yeah, but imagine like a female voice and sexy,
Too sexy.
and she
for
did like
my
a
foot.
little thing like,
Too sexy
yeah,
for his foot.
yeah,
wow.
but a woman, not a man saying this.
Yeah.
So you get it.
I'm getting kind of wet.
But so now, like, I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it.
So it turned out to be a sexual thing for you?
Now I'm all
Maybe it
about
was the
yeah.
moaning. I mean, I with the right girl, her feet can be whatever, but she's still hot. 'Cause she's hot.
But yeah, I mean, and like I guess like guys, like they would tickle her feet, and like she would, like that gets them off. Like she would laugh, and they would tickle her. I don't fucking know. It's
Wait, they would get off tickling somebody, or they? I would imagine them getting off
they
tickling themselves.
They would get like a little feather and tickle her.
But they get a bird and pluck the feather. Where are they getting this feather?
I guess you can buy,
Because I have feathers in my yard, but there's pigeons over there.
well, you can use a pigeon feather, like whatever,
That's romantic. Have some candles. Let me light this candle, babe, and let me bring out my pigeon feather. That kind of leads me into thinking about pleasurable things, primarily guilty pleasures.
Oh,
And I kind of
what's your guilty pleasure, Mike?
my guilty pleasure. It's funny you ask. It's funny you ask when I bring that up. I don't know, just the first thing that comes to mind, maybe peeing while sitting down.
Peeing while sitting down.
Yeah, do you ever do that? It's masculine. It's very masculine.
I mean,
Let me just explain. You wake up.
Okay.
You let's say you had something to drink before bed. You got to wake up. You got to take a piss. That's what gets you out of bed. You're drowsy. You're tired. You're walking to the bathroom. You're stumbling. You're standing up by the toilet about to pee. Like, why do that to yourself? Why stress yourself out? Sit down. Relax, like be comfortable, like treat yourself good, turn off the light. You just woke up, it's bright in the bathroom. Have some darkness, just relax, sit down, start your day off nice.
That does sound nice.
Let alone in the middle of the night. Let's say you had a bunch of water before bed, you got to wake up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Why turn the light on, stand up, relax, you're about to go back to bed.
Nobody's
judging
there.
you.
Nobody's there to see you, to watch you. Like, there's no
cameras in the bathroom.
This is your own time. But
do it in the public bathrooms too, whatever you want to do.
But like the only time that's acceptable is like, sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and, I'm standing in front of the toilet and like I can't decide, like I'm like, is it number one or is it number two? So I'm just like contemplating this, and then I'm like, okay, I'll sit down, and whatever comes out,
Whatever
and sometimes
happens.
it's just, I just had to pee. Okay.
So you start your morning with like multiple choice tests with your body, like whatever it fills in the bubble. Yeah. Well, that's weird. He doesn't know if it's number one or two. That's bizarre. But what I'm saying is just relax. Treat yourself good.
Have a good time.
You have to spoil yourself. This is your one life. Don't stress out by standing up when you pee.
Okay. I might take you up on this.
Well, I recommend it. I've been given good advice, I feel. I talked about
you have.
Fellas, blow drying your balls.
Great advice.
Sitting down when you pee. That I mentioned tonight, literally seconds ago. Also, I was expecting you to say great advice. And then I'm thinking too, there's a hot girl. You see an attractive girl, you start to get a chub. Don't give her that type of compliment. Don't show her that satisfaction. Hide that chub. Tuck it in. Tuck it back. Don't give her that satisfactory enjoyment. You don't want her to see when she knows you're turned on, she's got the power. Hide it, tuck it in, just chill out, and just move on with the situation.
Preach.
That's great advice for a nice future. For the
Preach.
boys.
Preach.
Zip it up. Zip it or ticket. That's NYPD's new motto, whatever.
So we were talking about Flavor of Love earlier. Like how do you feel about this show?
I think that was a hit. I miss it.
I do, and you know what? Like to me, like that shit was real. I feel like these women, like
It's true love.
I feel like these women, like, I mean, this was the best fucking show of all time. Like these women, like really fucking wanted to be with Flavor Flav. Like they.
Why?
I mean, I don't know
Why?
but yeah, like, but the funny thing is, like, so my kids used to go to this elementary school, Charlotte Hill, and one day, you know, I'm picking up my kids. I'm waiting, you know, for them to get out of school, and I turn to my right, and I'm like, Flav? It's fucking Flavor Flav. His kids go to the same class as my kids. Like his kids or grandkids, I don't fucking know. But
How many kids
like
does
he was
this guy
picking
have?
up some fucking kids. Like I'm guessing it's his. He looks like, I mean, you know, after Flavor of Love, like I feel like he probably like had multiple kids.
Yeah,
like it like
all the
happened again. Like,
contestants. He's a busy guy.
Yeah, so we started talking and you know, about music and stuff, and you know, it turned out like he's actually working with our friend Kyle, and he knows a lot of the same people that I do. So you know, every day we're picking up the kids together, we're having great conversation. You know, I'm actually becoming pretty close with Flav.
Yeah.
And then
I wish I could hear these great conversations.
very insightful, deep
Hey man,
conversations.
it's early, right? Yeah, man. I wish I wasn't here at this bus stop.
And one day, like my ex-wife, like she's picking up the kids instead, and then she calls me and she's like, "Hey, guess who I met today?" I'm like, "Who?" Flavor Flav. I'm like, "Oh." And she's like, "Well, you won't believe this. He actually asked me out." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Wow.
This backstabbing motherfucker.
That was his plan the whole time.
Yeah. So yeah, he left her like a voicemail and everything. She showed it to me, like it's your boy Flavor Flav. Like, you know, what are you doing tonight?
Flavor Flav.
Oh yeah, like, but
Was that his thing, or maybe he just wanted
He just
a companion
praised,
so that he can stay home while because if you dated her, she would pick up
his kids
both
too.
kids.
Yeah.
both set of kids.
I don't fucking know, but yeah, she. I mean, I actually encouraged her. I told her, you know what? Yeah, go out with Flav.
Where do you think he would have taken her on the first date?
Chipotle.
I thought you were gonna say something else. I don't want to say. That is a romantic first date. It can be.
Yeah,
you know?
I love Chipotle.
I would take it to go and eat somewhere more romantic than Chipotle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you are a hopeless romantic.
Yeah, I've had Chipotle on a date, and we sat on a bridge by St. Rose Hospital and saw the sunset.
Oh,
It's a very romantic date.
yeah, it sounds very nice.
It was nice. Sunsets, burritos. So I feel like the weirdest part on Flavor of Love, he had all these contestants, and the thing that sticks out to me the most, it was so absurd when I first saw it. He had all these girls, and they're trying to impress him. So one girl was making him dinner, and she was making a turkey dinner. She had a big turkey. I don't know if it was Thanksgiving. It was probably March. But she had a big turkey, and she put the turkey in the microwave for like 30 seconds. And it was like raw as fuck. And she literally served that raw turkey. That's her cooking skills. And I think he was so high, he was like, yummy. Or I don't know what happened, but she made it towards the end of the season. So it's not all about cooking.
She was like one of the top.
Yeah, because he's got money. He can pay a chef. He doesn't need.
Does she have a nice ass?
No.
Oh,
No, she
Maybe
was,
he's
she
not
was
an ass
not. Well, no, of course he's an ass man.
yeah, he's black.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Boobs or ass?
Yeah, I've always been an ass man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're just me.
Just me. That's a good song title. Just me.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I just gave so much good advice for the fellas. And ladies, if you have a fella, make sure he hears this advice. You know,
Yeah,
you want to
yeah,
pass the knowledge. Don't just hold it. Don't be selfish. Tell him the advice.
Mike is preaching tonight. Like, it's definitely. I learned something from you tonight.
What did you learn? Sitting down.
sitting down when I pee. I'm gonna try it out, like, and not just
Try
when
it
I'm
out.
confused about whether it's one or two. I'm just gonna I'm gonna try it out for
When it's guaranteed number one, try it out.
Okay.
And hopefully you don't fall asleep.
Should I get some candles to like make it kind of like more intimate?
Do you know Yanni?
Yanni, yeah. No.
You don't know Yanni?
Yanni?
The Greek legend? The musician.
He's a
Yanni.
musician. Yeah, that sound
Yanni.
familiar. Okay. I know Yanni.
Get candles, blast some Yanni, and enjoy this moment to yourself.
Okay.
Speaking of legends and Yannis and candles and stuff, I think it's time to announce the upcoming songs we have.
Yeah. So we still have an EP coming out.
Do you even like it anymore?
The more I hear it, the less I like it. I gotta be honest. Like I want to pull this thing down. Like I don't even want it out there.
I want to pull it down.
But so we do have an EP coming out.
Yes, we do.
September 13th.
Yeah, I'm glad you memorized that because that is the date.
Out of my mind.
Yeah, out of your mind.
Out of your.
Out of somebody's mind.
Out of
it's
your
gone.
mind. Just cause EP coming out
Later this month.
September 13th.
and that's in a couple weeks.
Is it
Give
even
or
a couple
take.
weeks? It's less than a couple weeks. It's
less
like
than a couple
10
weeks.
days.
Yes. So
Make sure you get it. It's
you better fucking get it.
yeah. We talked about in the last couple episodes. It's getting closer. It's getting warmer. It's coming.
Yeah. You were
Like
playing
you
a
feel it,
game
yeah.
of foot fetish game.
Yeah. Yeah. Just buy that shit. Like
Just buy it. You know,
Just-
we're gonna have
come
more
on.
merch out. Yeah, come on. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Buy our fucking music. We need your guys' help.
Yeah. We got
No, I
nothing
mean,
going on. Like,
obviously,
this is it. Like this is like our.
If
our
you're a
life, yeah.
DJ and you're playing house music and you're not doing this, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, just drop that shit in your set.
Come on,
like,
drop
come on.
it, test it out. Just like Guns N'
Yeah.
Roses. They
Just like,
tested
yeah.
it out, played at 4 a.m. Don't announce it. Just drop it and get the reaction.
Just drop it, see how it feels.
Yeah,
you
and
know,
then
you might
and then
like it.
Take a video of it. I think they're definitely going to like, out of the 4 songs, at least 4 of them. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
But that's going to happen soon. I think in the meantime, we still have some music we can show off to
we
the
will
audience.
Yeah, we will leave you guys off with one of Just Cause classic hits.
A classic. This goes back way back.
This is way back in the day. Like this song is called "Gimme,"
But
one of
hold
our
on.
biggest hits.
It's still buy it. You still gotta buy it.
Yeah,
But it's an older song, but it's still brand new,
yeah.
So,
Because you
yeah.
never heard it, so it's, for you it's brand new.
Yes. This is our song, Give Me.